what I would do is cut out because the magazine, like I said, the magazines, the Walmart and like Target things that used to come in the mail. I would take those, cut them out, put a circle around what I wanted, you know, and just so happen to leave it in the view of whoever.
Right.
And I mean, to my mom's credit, she like it was never outright like no, you know what I mean. Um, she did like if she had it like that, she would find a way to cop it, to her credit. Like there's a lot of fucking game systems and that was like I had growing up. I don't know how sometimes, but I had them. Like so to her credit, and when I was a kid, I threw a temper tantrum in Walmart to get a Game Boy.
That tough. Hey, so you vividly remember that? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like look, it was the golden Game Boy edition, you know, and yeah, I was like, I gotta have this before I leave this Walmart.
I don't even remember those.
It was like a special edition Game Boy that came out. It was gold, and I was the only nigga to have it, and that I knew. And Game Boy Color too, Game Boy Color, like special edition Game Boy
Yeah.
Color. And I threw that tantrum without like the Lord showed me a lesson that day. You know,
Yeah. Wow.
I threw a tantrum, I was crying, making a scene. I made a scene. I made a scene,
Like all
and
on the floor.
yeah, like my sister, it was my mom and my older sister, and yeah, my sister was mad. She was like, "This nigga threw a tantrum and he got his way. It's crazy." And I don't remember how much the Game Boy cost, but I'm pretty sure it cost a little pretty penny. Back in the day.
And she really got it for you.
Yeah, but I gotta learn a valuable lesson because when I got home,
Uh,
so on the box of the Game Boy, it shows like it showed a Pokemon like Charizard or whatever,
right.
and I was like, oh, it comes with Pokemon inside.
Yeah.
Got home, no game.
So you just had to get it.
I was like,
So you couldn't play it.
right. And luckily, I had a friend of the family who he had a Game Boy and he played Pokemon. He was done playing his Pokemon Blue version. So the blue version, he was like, "I'm done, so you can play it." He let me.
It's like the little small ones, right?
The
And you
little
put it at the bottom.
what? Yeah, this one's at the back, on the back of the top.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn!" I say, I learned a lesson that day. I was with a Game Boy with no games, and you had to have the AA batteries too. So you know,
Mine didn't have no battery. I had to charge it.
I ain't have a charger. You know,
Mine was silver.
I was in the gutter with the AA's trying to make it work. You know,
So use with the Pokemon. That time I was heavy on Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. I remember Pac-Man. Yeah, Pokemon was my first Game Boy game. And that
Tough.
was a special place in my heart to this day. You know,
That's crazy. I left mine at Burger King.
Burger
And I
King.
came right, bro. I know exactly what Burger King it is in Orlando and everything. It ain't even Burger King no more. And I realized I left it. We went back to go get it. That shit was gone.
It's crazy how I had like a come up off of Game Boy. So like, my mom used to work housekeeping, and when the Game Boy Advance dropped, she found one at work, and the job will like let housekeepers like keep whatever they find and shit.
For
And
real?
yeah, and
That's
she
tough.
brought it home. She was like, I found this. I don't know what it is. She didn't know what it was. She was like, it looked like a Game Boy. Like, yeah, that's one of the newer Game Boys. I'll take that.
Right.
That shit played old Game Boy games and the new Game Boy games. I was like, yeah, came up off of that. I ended up with a Game Boy SP. I don't know how I ended up with a Game Boy SP. I used to finesse. I don't know how I ended up with a Game Boy SP.
Trying to remember.
The SP is the flip.
Yeah, that's what all of them. That's what all of them was like, right?
Oh, look, I'll show you. Oh, yeah, well, I can't even pull it up on. I mean, I could. We recording, but I'll try to like
I
yeah.
let's see. I do it.
I don't want y'all to see my porn, you know.
Yes. Oh, wait. You had the.
So here, this is what I had right here.
I had the advance. Oh, so you had the little,
Oh,
the like,
it's eBay. I don't want to be on eBay.
you had the box one
Yeah, yeah.
with the little screen in the middle. Okay.
Why
Okay.
these
I see.
pictures so damn small?
I see. Yeah, I had the flip, so I had the advance. That's what I had.
This is eBay, so hopefully. So yeah. This is the gold one that I had. Anyway, I had a gold
What's it
one like
going for?
this, huh? Right
What's it
now,
going for?
$100 on eBay.
Hey, man, I guess. But okay, I know now I see what you're talking about. The whole time I'm thinking you talking about the advanced one. That's the one I had.
Yeah, the advance was the little like rectangular one a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the flip. Yep.
Yeah, that's the one she brought home for work. I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. You know.
Need those.
And then the SP is the flip the box like a flip. The SP was clutch. That shit was clutch because it came with a light already and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
You remember getting? I don't remember. You remember getting your PSP?
Uh, how did I get my PSP? I got my PSP. Did I buy my PSP? I was given a PSP. So
Yeah.
a random friend at school gave me a PSP. He's like, I got an extra one. You want one? And I was like, fuck yeah. I'll take it.
That's, hey, that must be. You must have had some connects or something. I don't know.
I actually got my PSP. I got that PSP. I remember I traded that PSP for a Nintendo DS. And then I remember trading back that Nintendo DS for the PSP.
I was gonna say I don't think the Nintendo was
Well,
that.
because niggas was playing Mario Kart in class, and I was like, I got to be a part of this. And then it's when I got into the tech side of the world, and I studied and I hacked, you know.
That's crazy. So you
And I
was
was like, I need that PSP back. I could do a lot more with that PSP than
it was
anything.
jailbreaking. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
When I found out about jailbreaking things, oh man, I made niggas jealous.
They were hitting
My
you with,
PSP could do everything. You
they
know,
were hitting you with the keep
do
your hands from
mine,
me.
do mine.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Brother.
It's gonna run you a couple dollars.
I wasn't even charging. I was like, I do it. It's like
You
nothing.
crazy. That would be the easy lick.
Yeah, when you think about it. So it's fixing niggas' computers, but I was doing that just for practice too.
I was man. So you would bring yours to school?
My PSP,
Like your pe-
my Game Boy, and my PSP. But my mom would get mad when I bring my Game Boy to school and stuff. Shit, like they gonna steal it. Sure enough, niggas
yeah.
tried to.
I used to want to, but then I'd be like, man, they might steal my job.
Niggas tried. They be like, let me play it. I'm gonna give it back. I'm gonna give it back.
Like,
Like, nah,
nah.
like nigga, I'm watching you from here on until the bell rings.
That's exactly how it goes. Let me play. Let me play. You try to stay next to him just in case.
Yeah, that's what it was. When I got the gold Game Boy, Pokemon Gold and Silver came out. And I remember thinking, oh, one of these come with the thing, but they didn't. And my cousin gave me Pokemon Blue, which was old at the time. I played that. You know,
You didn't read the fine print.
like, hey, still have fun though, you know. My first game console, my personal first game console was in Super Nintendo. That might be old to niggas.
Yeah.
That's telling of my age, actually. But like before that, my brothers had a regular Nintendo console, the old Nintendo NES. I had the SNES that my dad bought me. My brother had the NES,
Trying to think.
and then friend of the family's they ended up giving me his Sega Genesis. I had a Sega Genesis. Then I had uh, N64, PlayStation, um, a little bit of a Dreamcast, but I didn't like the Dreamcast at that time, which was foolish of me. And I had a PS2. I had a GameCube, then a PS2, Xbox. Um, never had a PS3. Never had a PS3. I went from Xbox to Xbox
No,
360. Yeah, I never had a PS3.
no, I never. I didn't have one either. Yeah.
I went from Xbox to Xbox 360 to the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series S, PC now, and
Wait.
Nintendo Switch, and I had a Wii U. I had a Wii. I had it all except for um, PS3.
And short term people, he has money.
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no.
he's rich. Rich.
What story? What story I said I was gonna tell? That would have been
The
funny.
fighting for the seats in band.
Oh, yeah. You asked me if I was in band. I said, yeah, I was in band. Then you said, was I a reader or a listen my ear? I said I was a sheet reader person. Listen my ear is dangerous when you're in band because, like I say, you might not hear the note correctly. Yo, you got some good ass hearing if you can hear a C minor. you
Right.
know. But anyway, band, you're part of sections, whether it's brass, percussion, flutes, whatever. And in those sections would be like supremacy. Like you're either that guy or you're at the end of the seating. You know what I mean? And I was in band in two instances. I used to live out in Claremont, that was just here in Central Florida. And that's where I initially started in band. And I remember that band that I was in Claremont was like one of the best middle school bands in the area or something like that. It was like yeah, you got to bring it. And I was playing the trumpet, and I just remember like a few times where I almost cried. I can hold you, you know.
Because of failure.
Yeah, like because like damn, I didn't get this down pat. When you fighting for seating and band, it's in front of the whole band. So
Yeah.
it'd be like, oh damn, today's seating day. It's like, damn, he give you a sheet music, seating day, you gotta play that music.
Does everybody get the same thing?
For each section, whatever that part of that music is for each
Okay.
section, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And all it really is like you're gonna be leading that group come the concert. Cause we perform concerts, which was fucking crazy. Like a middle school performing concerts and shit. Like,
Right.
and I remember there would be times where I'll just tank it because I'm like, I don't want to be put on the spot in these concerts. There were solos and shit, and I was like, fuck no,
What? Yeah. Why not?
because it was like yeah, I had social anxiety.
Hey,
My anxiety would go off the charts. Like
we
I
talk
under I,
we talking like gymnasium, we talking football field.
we're talking basketball gymnasiums and stuff like,
Okay.
or it'd be like some like auditorium hall, like a big ass like one of those big ass like
You on stage.
yeah.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh shit, this one got a solo in it. I'm like, I'm tanking this
That's
week.
cool.
And
It's crazy.
it would be crazy because days I think I'm tanking, we all tanking. So and the teacher would like catch on and be like, nah, y'all gotta really like we're doing this over. You know?
Quit on me.
There'd be times where I'm like, oh, this motherfucker smug as shit. I'm finna take his seat.
Yeah.
Like, don't play with me. I'm like that for real with on these trumpets, you know.
Timothy.
And I would do my man when you like be. I never knew being good at something in band would get you so much like attention, you know. and and it was just like, yeah, he the man over there on the trumpet, you know. Like that's seat one right there, you know.
The leader.
I'm telling you, it felt so good sometimes when you got seat one, cause man, I've been last seat before. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been last seat before. You know,
How
middle of the
many seats?
pack. I want to say it's like about six to seven. So
Okay.
that's six niggas better than you. You know what I mean? And yeah, I bet when you move to that one, he's and the teacher don't waste no time. The band director wasting no time. He'd be like, Dario, seat one. He be like, hell yeah, I got good stuff. Be like, hey man, get up out my seat, cut. You know?
So this
Yeah.
this was every week. I
That's
had to change.
damn near, like damn near. If it wasn't every week, it would be like every other week or something like that.
And so it went like, okay, I got seat one. I'm here. I'm here now.
Oh, and they had challenges like drumline shit. And they had challenges, and you be in seat one, and we just have regular band class, like regular band class, regular practice, and then he be like, anybody want a challenge? And you be looking down the line like, better say nothing. And nigga, here comes this nigga Timothy raising his hand. I want to challenge Dario for seat one. Like, oh.
Right.
But in the challenge, it's we had this book, this like band book for each different instrument. For the trumpets, like you can only challenge somebody from within that book.
Okay.
So yeah, so he challenged. There have been times I've been challenged and lost. Every time I challenged and won. Like,
So
you
you
know,
can't sit up and be like, "Nah, I don't want to challenge." You got to take it.
you could be like, you can forfeit. You can forfeit your seat. You know,
Oh no! So if you forfeit your seat, you automatically lose.
yeah, you got to go to back to where, and you don't go, you don't
That's
go, you don't go, you don't go to his seat. You go to the back of the line. You go too far back.
so if you got challenged and you was like, "Nah, I don't want to take the challenge,"
Seat
you
seven.
got it. That's crazy.
Seat seven. And that shit meant like it was embarrassing, bro. It's sometimes, bro, where I would just like a nigga challenge me and just outplay the shit out of the song, and I don't know what I'm doing because I didn't really pick up on this certain song,
Crazy.
and it's middle school, some girls in there, like it's
Right,
like
right,
it's
right.
like damn, I just got embarrassed. I got social anxiety already. Like I know this as an adult. Back then as a kid, I didn't know what that feeling was, and I was just there'd be sometimes I'd be ready to cry, bro. I'd be like,
That's
damn, this
crazy.
nigga embarrassed me in front of, you know. It's like I have somewhat popularity, but like you kind of taking that from me, kind of.
Was you the sore loser? Were you the you got me? What was you?
It's like I was petty. I'm still to this day King Petty. Like
So if you lose, you weren't the type of guy. I'm gonna shake your hand. You got me. Or you just gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna walk
I'll see
off.
you next week.
That's yeah, that's
I'll see you next week.
crazy.
Now I'm gonna pick something hard. I'm gonna pick
That's
something
crazy.
tough. I'm gonna go home and practice and pick something tough. You know, man. I remember though. I remember, man. Like them concerts was kind of firing a lot. Cause we didn't just play like classic Beethoven and shit. Like we played like some songs, like some like actual songs. It's kind of fire.
You
I
had the hat and everything.
did I have to.
Face strap.
What was our uniform? Our uniform was when I was in that band. Our uniform was like kind of like the drumline thing.
Okay.
It was green though. It was green. When I moved, our uniform changed to like dressing up. Like we had to dress up with like a tie and stuff like that.
Hell no. I know y'all was hot.
That's when I was like ready to quit band. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like
This is good for me.
nah, basketball. That's where it's at. that was the end of band for me. At that time, when I moved down to Winter Haven and joined that band class, I met some people. It was cool. But yeah, basketball was it for me. You know, and I was done. I was just done with the whole band. I was like, I'm not gonna go into high school in band. Like, not happening.
I mean, I regret not doing it
A
because I
little part
found
of me
out,
do.
right? But I found out that my school they had a band, but they had another band that played like music. It was like an actual band, like keyboard, guitar, all that type of
Yeah,
shit. I would have did that. I'd rather be in that little small band than to be marching on the field.
I would have did band. If I knew what I knew today, I would have stuck with it. If I knew I was gonna get hurt freshman year, I definitely would have stuck with it. But that's you know
But
wishful
if you got
thinking.
her freshman year, I mean, you had three more years to go back to it.
The band,
Yeah,
I was just like I didn't want to be associated with being a band geek and shit like that. Like I was like I didn't want to do that.
you cared about his rep.
I did. Like unfortunately I did. It was crazy. Getting hurt freshman year like changed a lot for me. A lot. Niggas don't understand like what I went through. There's some guys who will tell you like, oh yeah, I remember you were at what they call it? Summer conditioning. They're like you were in
Mm.
the spring or no spring conditioning. They're like, you was there, I saw you there at the spring conditioning and shit. Running and stuff. They're like, I never knew what happened. It's like they went to PE one day and fucking tore his ACL. And it's like
No,
you know what I mean?
wait, you said in PE?
Yeah.
Ain't it crazy how PE always got the injuries? It's always gonna happen sooner or later.
You know what's crazy? It's like the signs were all there, and I just did not pay attention to them. You know what I mean? We went to PE. We always played football in PE.
Okay.
Not no tackle shit, but like two hand touch.
Mm.
That day, the coach was like, he warned us. He was like, "You guys play football," but he's like, "Just look, the practice field is tore up from them practicing the day before." So he's like, "Be careful." We ain't be careful.
Y'all was taking it serious.
And yeah, football and PE was everything for us. Like
That's crazy.
and
Wait. You said freshman year?
freshman year.
Oh, wait, okay, yeah, you don't know yet. Because maybe sophomore year, that's when you like, man, I don't want to get dirty, blah, blah, blah.
No, I mean like I had PE first period freshman year.
Dang, at the beginning of the morning?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Hell
and
no.
niggas playing out there playing football and basketball and shit like
Right.
wild. But you shower after the fact and then you go to class.
Nah,
Um,
that's crazy.
but it was crazy. Like yeah, playing football, got the ball, I'm moving, trying to juke. I remember my leg fell in this like hole, and then I went to like juke and I felt that shit go. Snap, instantly fell to the ground.
Was it,
Instantly.
it was one
I
of those, I know what it is, I'll play it off for him, but I'm not there.
crying,
I feel it.
pain, in pain, crying. I didn't give a fuck who saw me crying. I was crying.
I feel it.
You know what I mean? And they had to. I remember two of my friends had to carry me. They helped me to the. They called my mom. They helped me to the office. Well, came pick me up. I missed quite a bit of time from school. I missed some months. They had to go pick up my
What?
homework and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to learn how to walk again.
When you came back, was it like, oh, my nigga back?
It's like, damn, nigga, where you been? Like, I got, I got hurt. Like, niggas ain't showing no sympathy.
Right?
Niggas ain't showing no sympathy. But yeah, one of the worst days of my life. But
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I remember that. I
yeah.
didn't have my shit wasn't as serious as yours, but I had one of the worst, highest ankle sprains of all time.
I can't stand
Basketball,
injuries, bro.
right?
I can't stand that. That shit will like the injuries I've had now in my late 20s is ruining me now. But it's fucking crazy. I don't play basketball anymore because the injuries I have.
Good.
You know, it is what it is.
Any, you know, You know, like when you see somebody get hurt and you see them do something, you like, why are they doing that? But then when you get hurt, you just automatically start doing the same thing.
Right?
Yeah,
I never thought like that. So when I see ball players like clutch and do all, I know, like
yeah.
I know, I know. When I saw Clay get hurt in the finals, I instantly knew. I said,
Yeah.
I know what that's about.
Or or even the D Rose when
Yeah.
he came down, he started scooting back. I
Mm-hmm.
know exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Wait, you don't care where you at. You just ravel in pain. You know what I mean? You just we on a practice field, and I'm just rolling in dirt because
Yeah, that's crazy. I
that's
ain't
the
gonna lie.
pain I felt, bruh. And it was like, let me try to get up. I can't put no pressure on it. That's why I
You
don't
try
know
to get
how.
up,
I tried to. I don't know how Clay and them do it, bruh. I don't know how Clay did that shit. I really don't.
but I thought Clay didn't. I thought they could help Clay up.
They helped him up, but he remember he went out and shot the 2 free throws.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I said that adrenaline is a mother truck, but I ain't had none of
Yeah,
that.
he just woke up 2 hours ago.
I said I ain't had none of that, boy. Like after a while, you start to like feel a little bit, and you know they rap your shit and uh, terrible, bro.
That's crazy. But he was out there thinking he Barry Sanders. Got his
We
shit.
took. I don't know why
Yeah.
we took PE football so serious, bro.
I want to know.
It was just like bragging rights. Like niggas was alphas for real. I was in a school full of alphas. I'm not gonna hold you. Shout out to
You
Winter
know
Haven High
what?
School. You know,
Oh,
shout out to Winter Haven High. I was in a school full of alphas, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. We some dogs. Them niggas know we some dogs out there. You know,
I
not to
know
boast or nothing, but that's just
that.
how we was. That's how we came up and did this thing.
I got it clear. My senior year, I never took PE serious, but I love ball. I think I'm in Timberland boots, headphones on.
That's crazy to be in Timberlands.
Right, right. This dude challenged me. His name is Jeffrey. Shout out Jeffrey. Sadly, he passed away, but Jeffrey, right? And I used to call him Big Shaq. So everybody used to call him Big Shaq. He did not like me because he thought he was better than me at basketball. So he challenged me one on one. The game was the five.
Jeffrey
He
versus
hit four
Kettle. We
straight
have going
layups
on a
on
lot of
me.
crime
I
right
didn't
now.
play no
Everyone's illegal right
defense.
now. This is pretty racist.
The last time he
Damn,
decided to shoot,
okay.
he's like, I'm gonna take a
You saw
jumper.
what the white kid could do?
Messed up. He missed. Grab the board.
He looks like a gorilla, kind
Come
of.
back.
Kinda.
Triple. Pull up. He's like,
Oh,
that's miss.
shit.
Straight net.
Oh, shit.
Check. Give it back to me.
Oh.
One dribble pull up. Cash. I'm like, I'm done.
Oh, no.
I didn't even play no more. I just straight up left and
Kevin says
walked
I only
away.
shoot threes.
I got a clip. And
Oh,
I hopefully it's good enough quality where it can be like seen, but I'm sit there.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I ain't got nothing, bro. I don't have anything. Like it's just word of mouth, and then niggas won't believe me, bro. It's crazy. You either were there to witness it, or like you just gotta believe me.
Feel it.
Like where the
I
fuck
feel
was
it.
my family at? Like, you know what I mean?
These niggas,
Nobody had a camera, nigga.
right?
All these moments in my thing, nobody had a camera.
That's
Crazy.
not, but I feel you. But you was kind of at a disadvantage because y'all really went up on like y'all didn't have like video cameras like back then.
Yeah, we had a little.
So,
We had the ones you like. Yeah, you got and you had to take the Walgreens and develop it and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You
So
know,
yeah, I mean that that kind of
or they had the Shaquille O'Neal All Star Game cameras. You
oh,
know, I'm like damn, but
it's over.
it was not the trauma dump on nobody. It's not really trauma. It's just like my mom ain't had time for it. You know, she had to work. Six kids here. You know, one kid out the country. She was working, man. I can't even be mad.
So you went to school by yourself? It wasn't like, oh yeah, I got a sibling here too.
When I was in school, younger elementary, my brothers were in high school at the time.
Okay.
You know, and that's where I kind of got my rub from. My brothers and them were popular, and it was just like, oh, you such and such little brother. All right, that was the whole thing. You they little brother. I had one of my brothers is known for like fighting and knocking niggas out, and that's when I was like, oh, you such and such brother.
Right.
Like, yeah, don't mess with him. That's such and such brother.
Leave him alone. He good.
I didn't like that though. I didn't like the fact that I wanted to make my own. Nah, I wanted to make my own, like, make my own name. I wanted to be my own, you know.
I respect it. I can see it. That's cool.
It's kind of like, it's funny. Like, two brothers known for two totally different things, and like, this is wild. Like, one brother was like ladies' man, and the other one was the fighter. So it was like, what is the little one gonna be?
Be a hybrid.
I kind of was. Nah, not really. Nah, I wasn't no ladies' man. I was quiet. The social anxiety got a hold of me. I was an introvert, and I was just not to be toyed with. I don't back down. I never have, never will. And yeah, you get on my nerves long enough, I'm gonna have to do something about it. So.
OJ Simpson.
They say the quiet ones are the most dangerous, and I guess it's true.
Right.
Because I am the most dangerous person in my family. So
some people don't learn that. Like,
they don't
it's
get
not
it.
that hard.
Right? Don't get it.
The nigga in the back that ain't talking, that's the nigga.
I'm gonna let y'all know now. The guy who's quiet, not saying shit, is the one who's already observed all of you. He done scanned all the badges. He done scanned he done scanned the schedule and everything. This person like to be at this vending machine at this time.
$1.50 for this Snicker bar.
The teacher turned his back at this time, so I'm gonna snuff his ass at this time. Yeah. That is all planned out. Like,
that's the nigga you watch.
That's the nigga who fantasizes by ending you in several different ways.
Right.
Niggas just don't know sometimes.
You better be that nigga's best friend.
Oh man. And I'm not saying I wasn't no double S, you know what I mean?
What's that?
I ain't no double S. But I'm just saying, like, I was gonna get mine. I was gonna get my get back. If you thought you was gonna, like, I was gonna get my get back one way or another.
Did y'all have any of those?
What you mean?
Those Timmys.
Oh, not that I know of. I could, but if I like thinking back on it, I could see one or two kids being that guy.
Why you put the assumption?
No, I'm just saying we never had no incident like that. Like, we never had no right. Like, oh my God, he's unhinged. Like, nobody was that crazy. But I tell you what. There's this nigga in high school, and Ricky, if you're watching this, you know it's true. They used to fuck with this kid a lot. Me in high school, I'm chilled and laid back. This has got to be 11th and 12th grade year. This is where I met Ricky. And Ricky, like, we had a group of friends and they would fuck with this kid. And they oh shit, I don't want to say his name. Fuck it.
No. Just like make up a name or something.
All right, they would call him, like, his name. I don't know what his name was exactly, but they would call him several fingered, like several. It had to do with the feet, all right? It was like number feet.
Okay.
Appendages. Like, I was like, is that his real name, or is that just what people like fucking with him? And they would fuck with him a lot. And he was kind of a little dorky, but it was just like, it is what it is. I didn't fuck with him. I ain't know.
He didn't have one of them breaking moments.
No, but I could have sworn he was like gonna get there at some point. Especially, it was one day in lunch where we have a friend named C, and C was just like, we were talking, and somebody was like, "You better leave such and such alone." And he was like, "Man, who care about such and such?" And he was like sitting right behind us.
Right.
And boy, I looked, and the way that nigga lifted his head up from his tray, I said, "Yep, this is the day." I was about to smooth call my mom, like, "You mind if I just check out the class?" And because he wasn't supposed to hear that, and he heard that shit, and I was like, "Yeah, y'all don't fuck with him so much. Tomorrow's the day, you know."
Yeah, y'all was probably one more school year away.
I don't know how that kid made it. To be honest with you, you know how you see somebody getting bullied, and you just like, damn, bruh.
So you admit you were bullied?
No, I didn't do shit. I didn't do nothing, bruh. I had my hands full at that time in high school. You
You
know,
affiliated.
what do you mean get affiliated?
You said you and your friends were bullying people.
Nah, I said them niggas were bullying him, and it wasn't just them niggas. It was like pretty much the whole damn senior class and shit. You know,
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
I had my hands full. I had time to be a bully. You know.
Oh, so you're admitting it takes time. So you've been in this position before.
You have to go. You have to go out of your way. You have to go out of your way to fuck with somebody, bro. If you a nigga who wake up and be like, I'm gonna fuck with old boy today, whether he like it or not, I'm fucking with him. Like you gotta go out your way to be a bully, bro. Think about how bullying works, bro. You come to school early as fuck,
Right.
and you like, I'm gonna mess with such and such. You know what I mean? Most of the time, when a guy is bullying, like when he messing with a girl, he kind of got a little crush on her, you know.
Yeah.
But to bully another fellow guy, like like if he say some dumb nerdy shit in class, that's funny. I'ma laugh because it was like that's dumb as hell. But I'm not gonna go out my way to be like, "Hey, yo, yeah, what do you go ahead in class, nerd?" Knock his books down and stuff like that. It's like, come on now. And I've fancy myself to being on being a nerd, like in school. At that time, I was like, I don't care what people think. Yeah, I read comic books, I watch anime, I do all that, play video games. I'm just who I am. But I'm also
That's
an
okay.
athlete, and I whoop ass. So like, you choose what you want to do with that information. You know what I mean? I wasn't no little kid. You know what I mean? Little by any means.
So you okay? I was because I was a little smaller. I was like smaller. You know what I'm saying? But I was like the first round draft pick. Coaches, but we want you to try out. Wrestling team. You want to try out? We need you. Like, no, nigga, I'm good.
Yeah, Coach Tate
You
used to
know?
bother me a lot. Shout out Coach Tate when I was in high school. Like, hey bud, you could play football for me, bud. He'd be like, join the weightlifting team. He's like, come lift some weights after school, this and that. And I did join his weightlifting class eventually. And that's how I learned how to like start lifting weights. Took that knowledge,
I
ran
didn't,
with it
why you didn't do it? You just didn't want to
on the weightlifting teams and stuff.
like any of it.
I but like football, I like playing football like outside of. I didn't think of myself as a football player. I like these the guys on my football team were like talented, bruh. Like there's no way I'm seeing any PT.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would just be riding the pine. I just be on there, just be on there. You
Yeah.
know?
Jersey all clean.
I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the reunion class of 2011 football team, and you there for what? Like exactly.
Good nigga, you got it.
Right? Like that nigga didn't play.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
they call your
Oh,
name and you get the few claps.
yeah.
Woo! Like all right, just,
All right.
just he didn't really do anything, but he's here, so
Great team.
I
Team
guess
spirit.
he gets a jacket. I guess I didn't
You
want to be
know,
that guy.
you got the coach. The coach will come up there, tell it, oh yeah, he was a star player, blah blah. And He was just great for the team. And thanks, coach. Thanks.
Thanks, so I got it from here. um, Coach didn't see any bit of talent in me. He thought I'd best be fit, helping him write down the plays on the playbook. And,
Organizing the jerseys, keeping the water hose,
stuff like that.
Help us win.
Yeah, we were almost there, guys. Right? I just wasn't that gifted, man. I didn't think I can.
I didn't even go for my football team because, like I said, I wasn't gonna get no PTO. I'm not PTO, PT.
I wish I would have played baseball. I should have played baseball.
Heck no.
I wish I would have played baseball. Man, baseball is lucrative.
Heck no.
Baseball.
I just because it's like my thing is if you ain't at the bat, if you ain't hitting or if you ain't pitching, you just sitting out there hoping the ball come to you.
Yeah, but when it finally do, that's when you put on the show. You know what I mean?
You gotta have that arm.
Yeah, I had me a little arm in high school. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had me a little arm in high school, but I wasn't good enough to I wasn't in shape enough, or skinny enough to play QB. And I felt like I wasn't tall enough neither.
I feel that.
I had me a little arm in high school. Don't got it no more. I tried throwing a football a couple years back. Almost pulled on my rotator cuff out of my dents.
What was your your primary attribute? Was it strength? Was it speed?
Football?
Anything like physical, like athletic wise.
Oddly enough, I would not know, bro. My in basketball is my ability to see the court, like the IQ. Like I could see a play happening before it even happened. In basketball, that's to this day I still got that ability.
Like you ain't join the coaching staff.
That's the way people have tried. They tried to get me to coach.
Why not?
Well, the one friend who offered me a coaching job was coaching girls, and I was like, "That's my number one no for coaching."
Why not?
I would never coach a girls team.
Kobe did it.
Yeah, I know. He's Kobe though. I unfortunately am Rio one, and I just don't. I try to avoid drama or controversy before it starts.
What age are we talking?
They were high school girls.
Oh, you good?
No. Nah, man.
Now that I think about it, I can see it because hey, Coach Rio, can you help me after practice with my friends?
Nope. Nope. You can ask Coach Marie if she can stay, because that's what I would do. I would have a female coaching staff if I was a male coach. I would have a female coaching staff coach the girls. I'd be the head coach. I'd be Greg Popovich out there, but
they're gonna have your number.
Yeah, okay. There's rules. You can only call me between 2 and 5.
What? Yeah. Wait. 2 and 5 what?
PM.
2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So they can't hit you up like if they in class. Oh, Coach, I was just talking to girls about a play. We wanted to know.
Tell me between 2 and 5. Tell me between 2 and 5. Tell me at practice. And then once 5 o'clock hits, practice should be done. And we should all be at home. Me with my hopefully beautiful wife. And not talking to some teenage girls.
That's crazy. So if they hit you with, we wanted to go over a few plays after practice, get some extra work in, Coach. Could you help us?
I'll call Coach Marie. Coach Marie, and Coach Marie will meet you there. Because Coach Marie's on payroll to do these things.
What if they busy or they got a doctor's appointment or something?
We're all busy. I'm sorry, girls.
Crazy. You stop being hard work ethic. They want to put some extra work in.
Kobe, I know, went to the gym by himself and figured it out.
They in high school.
Yeah, the gym's open to team members. So
that's crazy. Coach ain't even willing to put the work in with his team.
I'm sorry, man. I can coach boys I can't coach girls, man. I can't do it. And that's not like I know people gonna take that quote out of context and be like, oh, you like if you can't coach them, you surely have a problem. It's just like I avoid controversy, nigga. Like
Yeah,
if I know a gang lives on this street, I'm not going down that street. Like it's just like it's not happening, bro. No
that's
matter
true.
where, no matter if I need to get to that place, like it's not happening.
Did y'all have one of them situations? Because we
Gangs,
did. No. Like
coaching,
student, student, and
no. But I know for a fact. Let me shut up. Let me shut the fuck up. I just almost could have caused something. Let me
we
shut up.
we did. And I ain't afraid to air it out because I don't care about these niggas. And it's on the news anyway. So we we did. One of the baddest females at the school, dog. Her name, I ain't gonna say it. Never mind. She was one of the baddest females at the school. Her father worked at the school as the was it some type of coach. It wasn't basketball. It might have been tennis or something.
That's wild. Tennis coach.
Knocking off knocking off one of the ROTC generals, dog.
You know, I can see that.
Yeah.
Them ROTCs was a little freaky. Y'all was a little freaky.
Right.
You know, y'all about y'all fake ass military, but
Yes, sir.
y'all little freaks. I got a head start early.
They took that serious.
I used to hate them niggas low key. And why you dress like that? War is not nowhere around the corner no time soon, nigga.
You know what's crazy? I had to do that as a punishment for a year.
Oh,
Hated it.
they could have gave me anything else.
But because they got the one, with the suit and stuff. That's class A. Class B is without the suit. Then class C is the army fatigue with the boots. Anytime we wore C, C was fire. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, I can rock C. But A and B, I ain't rocking with it, dog.
That's kind of wild. ROTC, I can see it a little bit.
You know,
That you know
I
what?
hated it
Nah, I can't because like how they got you to do it, you know?
because it was one of the things where I got in trouble, and my parents was like, yeah, let's put him in it, and I was like, well, I ain't got no choice. And then to make it even worse, my other punishment was I had to be a part of the team. So they had like the little rifle team and all that stuff. I was part of the drill team where you got to flip the guns and all that stuff.
Oh
I had to do that.
wow,
I
wow,
was killing it too.
wow.
All in the air, it's fire.
Oh, now that you say flipping shit, that shit remind me of band from that middle school band because we had like parades we had to do and we had to learn how
Yeah,
to
like the batons or something.
the actual trumpets. Like we had like
Heck nah.
we had the formations with the trumpets and shit. It was like nigga
God. Out in the air or just like on the finger?
on the finger and stuff.
Okay.
Little twirls and flips and whippity doodads.
I know for a fact somebody dropped it.
Yeah, it's always that one clumsy mother trucker.
Did it make y'all, what was the punishment? Oh, we start from the top, you do a run.
When we were practicing it, it would start from the top.
I know y'all hated this.
Our band director was like pointing. That nigga was like, he's like, we don't leave here until we get it right.
Yeah,
But he was
yeah.
cool. He was cool, but he was like, we don't leave here until we get it right. Niggas' parents are lined up to pick them up.
Yeah.
He's like, it ain't over until I say it's over. Like, nigga, my mom made spaghetti, nigga. I'm trying to go home.
Right. Not homework.
You know, Eh, good times and bad times, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I wonder if anybody like would ever recognize me from those times. You know,
So you ain't got like no picture. Actually, wait, you got your yearbooks?
yeah. I don't have nothing. I don't know where anything is. We move so much that I haven't been able to keep track of nothing, bro. And I know I've
No
had some
yearbooks.
yearbooks. I know I've had some, but like my mom has like she has this one photo album with like me in elementary I took with a couple friends and stuff. Um, but like I don't know, bro. It's like she either lost them while we were moving so much, or she I don't know.
Have you ever tried to look up anybody from your elementary school days?
There's some people I know. There's some people who I'm friends with to this day that we went to the same school, but we didn't realize that was that person. Like we didn't
Fuck.
like one of my boys, Mike. He went to Gardner Elementary with me, and he was like, "Damn, you went to Gardner Elementary?" I was like, "Yeah." So I hung with such and such. He's like, "That was you." Like you don't realize that that's that person until you
Right.
older. Yeah.
Good times, you know.
Definitely, man. Well, let's get into the show, man. You know, give these people a warm welcome. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Legit Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Real One.
Bridge.
We're back with another one. Eli's MIA, but you know, hey man, we make it work. You know.
Right.
We're back with another one. We got some things to talk about. Got some controversy. We got some news. Yeah. I mean, we're
Big news.
y'all heard us talking about childhood, and we were almost an hour in already. Like just off of that, like you know, like but it's like story time for y'all. Like y'all to get a little bit, you know, get to know us a little bit. Like you know, you can see why our attitudes are the way it is and shit. Like
Right. Oh, we don't like to be around people.
crazy, man. Being an introvert is wild. I hate it sometimes though. I hate it.
You do?
Yeah, I'm like, damn. I see these guys on TikTok and stuff, and I'm like, I wish I could be that outlandish, bro.
But it spurts. It spurts. You
Right?
know?
It's like I can be
you know?
like we do this podcast, and I'm behind the camera, and
Right.
I can be, but like out in a public setting, I'm like, I don't want people to think a certain way. Like, you
I
know,
feel that. I feel that.
you
But
know?
you can tell me it ain't times where you like it's more so a mood. Like when you're in your best of moods, you like, man, whatever. You
Right?
know?
Yeah. Especially when I got a little bit of the courage in me, you know. I get a little bit of courage in me, you know. I
Talk
can.
about the remedy.
I'm more out there, you know, and I can be, but it's just at some point you start to see how people the bodies start adding up. You looking around, you see everything in slow motion, and you just see this group having a conversation, and you just like, I don't want to be near none of these fucking people right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Take me home. It's time to go
Right.
home. It's time to go home. My meter is out.
It always starts, you know what I could be doing?
At home, playing the game. At home, watching a movie with my snacks in my comfort zone, nigga.
Relax.
Nah, I gotta be with these people talking. They ain't talking about shit. That'd be the problem when people ain't talking about shit. When ain't no movement going on. That'd be the problem for an introvert sometimes, because it's like, what are we really doing here?
You know the analogy I give my girl all the time. You know the SpongeBob episode when he's indoors,
Yeah.
the chip penny and the thing. The gorilla get Patrick and Sandy. Yeah, he's indoors. You ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
You know? That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. See. Yeah. It's like you think the worst sometimes. It's like, I don't know why I'm thinking the worst, but I'm thinking the worst, and I hate it, bro. The social anxiety shit I be hating. I'm better now though, at it, but I try not to be socially awkward. That's the worst. You know,
You feel like you're socially awkward?
I try not to be. Like, I try so hard not to be. I don't know if I am when I'm talking to people, and sometimes you'll you'll have a conversation with somebody and it'll just like run flat, and there's nothing like dude, like so yeah
yeah.
you know, like I hate that.
Right.
One
and
thing
then
I
you try to like find like a topic, but you feel like you're forcing it.
right. One thing I told myself coming out of high school was like, I would never be like socially awkward towards females. Like, I made it a point to be like, I could talk to a girl, like have a casual conversation, like no matter, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not gonna make her feel awkward or nothing like that. So because some guys they just say what they think, and
Yeah. They don't think about it. Yeah.
right, and the girl be like, "Oh," when you hear a girl say "okay," like,
Yeah.
nigga, you done messed it up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be that guy.
It all comes from confidence.
That's what I worked on myself. Like I tell people, I'm not the greatest looking guy. I know this, but like, I just got a confidence about myself. I be in my world. I'm on top of it. You know what I mean?
I figured confidence comes from three things. You got one of the three. Either one, you at your most confidence when you got like some remedy in you, or some, you either got your boys with you, so you feel a little more juiced up,
Mm-hmm.
or you got that little one special thing. Like some people, when I got a haircut, I'm extra confident, or when I got these shoes on, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to get one of the three.
When I clean up quite nicely. I will say, At the same time, what also boosts my confidence is some of the girls I've spoken to.
Mm.
So like, they'd be like out of my league. Like, I know she's out of my league, or at least I feel that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I am talking to her. You know what I mean? So like, I did that. I feel like I can do any fucking thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't tell me like I can't, because I've done it. So
I feel like it's the first one. Like if you out somewhere and there's a group of females, it's the first female you talk to that's the toughest.
yeah, it's that first initial conversation. Like, you just don't want to f it up, man. You just don't want to say nothing stupid. It's like,
come up weird, yeah.
Hey, it's like, even like the pool with the excuse me, I just wanted to, it's like you can't even mess that up, because
Right.
it has to come out smoothly. There can't be a stutter or nothing like that. Like, it has to it has to be, you got to put on your voice. So we all got the voice.
In the look. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Light skin look, we all got it. Come on now. Why is he squinting so hard? There's not even any sunlight out. He's squinting.
He licked his lips like 3 times.
Right? Nigga's thirsty. Get him some water.
It's whatever.
It's just you don't want to mess it up. And
So, for you, if you talk to a female, you hit her with "excuse me," let me talk to you, and she ignore you, what you do?
that's it. I go about my day.
You just walk off?
You just let me know. I'm not gonna press it. I tell females, like, I'm not gonna. I'm too grown. Like, at this stage of my life, I'm too grown for the cat and mouse. That shit don't. That your attraction level goes so far down when you play hard to get. Because if I'm feeling you and you feeling me, you know what I mean? Like, let it be known. Because if I'm sitting here playing, I done play cat and mouse too much. Like, I ain't finna. I'm over that.
Too much energy.
Right. I'm like, come on, man. I'll be tired most of the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, it is what it is. And I done told y'all how I felt about like texting and stuff like that.
You gotta do better.
I'm horrible at communication. I'm just fucking horrible at communication. But I try. Can't say I don't try. I try. If you say good morning, I say good morning back. I'm not gonna wake up out of my day and say good morning.
Right.
But I say good morning back. I try. He's putting in effort. And that's no offense to you. I'm just horrible at that.
That's for anybody. Like family too.
Yeah, they'll tell you. Like, niggas think I'd be dead if I didn't, like, you know what I mean? And there's friends out there who like watching this right now. I'm like, yeah, I text that nigga, he ain't text me back, not yet. There's messages on every platform that has been open.
They probably feel like you avoided them.
Nah, I just don't care enough.
Crazy.
If your message is not like important, like, with us, with our friend group, is like y'all my niggas, and like I know like we got shit going on, we got motion going on.
Yeah.
So it's like that's different. But some of these, the friends that are acquaintances, is like you're not saying nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you?
you saw me post a picture on Facebook or something, and you're kind of like poking and prodding to see what I got going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they get this. How you been?
Yeah, it's like, but so I see you working at such and such. How that work? Like, you just want to know how to get a job here. Like, cool.
Don't worry about it. We ain't hiring.
Cool. It's like my life ain't no different than yours, man. You know.
Right.
If I won the lottery, you fuckers would never know. You know.
Yeah. Right. Everything's gonna stay the same. Everything's gonna stay.
Like, don't even bother asking about me.
And that's why I was surprised when you said, sometimes you hate being an introvert. Because, like, I never forget, like, going to a football game in my old high school and niggas seeing me, like, after so many years, and they'd be like, bro, I thought you were dead. I ain't heard nothing about you.
That's what I am. That's what I am to people back home. Like, back my hometown. Like, I'm ghost, nigga. Like,
yeah.
You see Rio out at a function, and like hell has frozen over because that Rio don't pop out for nothing.
That's the only time you'll see is in person. If you don't see me in person, you'll never hear from me.
Right. I say you gotta see me in passing. I'm not gonna go out my way like y'all. I see these events y'all be having. I'm not fucking with it. You know?
Yeah, I'm good. Right.
Like I already told you, I feel like Facebook is high school. Like niggas on there just reliving their glory days. It's like I'm over that, bro. I have.
Do you understand why these people be posting pictures from 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago?
Throwbacks and stuff. It's like like you don't look like that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, let's be real.
You're a ball.
You got 4 kids and you ain't showing not one of them bitches.
When you want to show us football picture.
Right. Some days is over, buddy. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And what be killing me is niggas talk on there like they aren't different. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga, I still got it. I run a 40. I run a 4.5 and a 40 still. Like, nigga, you put on 50 pounds. There's no way.
Right.
There's no way your fat ass is getting down there that quick.
You just had a knee replacement, nigga.
And you a workman's comp. Like there's no way you're doing that. You know?
Right. You got the Kenny Smith knees, and now you're talking.
Niggas funny, man. Like they have alumni games and stuff. That should be hilarious to me. Like who came up with this event and like who really thought this would go well? Like who really thought this would go smoothly well?
Are you going to your high school reunion whenever it is?
Mine's passed already.
Oh, for real?
The 10-year one. The 10-year one passed already.
You didn't go?
None of us did. Not that I know of. I think a few people, but like none of us really did. Like,
what y'all waiting for? Like the 20 or something?
It's like, be honest with you, my class produced some people. They produced some like successful people out there. But like niggas ain't successful like that to like go to like. You know what I mean? If this podcast was to truly pop off like how we wanted it to, I'd be the most famous nigga in that. You know, it's what it is. It's like, and it's crazy because we have some like former football players and basketball players, but they I don't know, man. Not truly like at the top, at the echelon. Like, you know.
Oh no, I just feel like every you pop out, you see like a female that wasn't that bad back then. Now she a baddie now.
Oh, I see that. I see that a lot online. Like, man, you did not look like this. When, like, a little part of me, like, there's this girl who, when I moved to Winter Haven in band class, we were in band together, and oh man, I used to have to walk to school like with my trumpet case, you know, like that's like. But she used to walk to school. She played flute I can't. She played a particular flute. I can't remember which one. And we were in band class together. She was cool as shit, and I think she had a little crush on me. And
Okay.
I didn't like. When you're a kid, you don't put two and two together or some shit. Like
Mhm.
we were in a class together, and I remember guys like teasing me and her, like, oh, like she likes you, this and that. And I just remember
Yeah.
being like, well, I don't like her, like,
Gotcha.
like. And thing about this girl is like we used to walk to school together, and like there'd be times where her dad would like take us to school, or he'll drive by and like say what's up. Like her dad was real cool, and I just remember after that day where I was like, well, I don't like her and stuff. Like she just like didn't fuck with me no more.
We're walking together.
Dad used to take her to school from that point on.
That's
just
crazy.
blow by me in the truck, not even say nothing,
No hate, no nothing.
Just blow, not offer a ride, just blow by me. And what was crazy is like it dawned on me like a week or so later, like I did like her. Like I do have a crush on this girl, and I just like
Really?
effed it up. Huh? I
You tell me?
never told her. Never told her.
Crazy.
And we ended up going to different high schools. Yeah, we ended up going to different high schools, and yeah, never got to tell her. I have her on Facebook to this day. She's married and has children.
What could have been?
So actually has a pretty good career and stuff. No,
What could have been?
right? Like I'm destined to just f these things up, man, and I'm okay with it.
Crazy.
I am okay with it. And at the time, I wasn't getting no play like that. I wasn't getting no, girls wasn't clamoring to talk to me. So it was like it was one of those you drop the ball moments.
It's okay. You live,
Yeah.
you learn.
Learn my lesson. Still remember her name to this day. Not gonna say it.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to you.
Samantha.
Not close, but
Whatever your name is.
Okay, I'm trying to remember all the news here in my head, but we gotta talk about this controversial stuff going on with your girl, your girl Lizzo, man.
My girl?
Oh, I thought you were a fan. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not.
That's kind of wild. There's not like a little part of you that's like, cheering for Lizzo, or we're cheering for
At the
Lizzo.
beginning. Yeah, at the beginning I was. But not no more.
Is it because of this controversy, or like before? Like
I was never a fan, but I was like, man, everybody hating on her. Y'all tripping.
I was like that too. I said that. I was like, man, let the girl live.
Right.
You gotta hear it every day, only to find out that she was letting people hear it every day. Like, which is fucking nuts. It's like the pot calling the kettle black. I hate saying that expression, but like, it is. Come on now. It's like I'm a part of this club and you can't get in, but we look alike. You know what I mean? And the stuff they said she was doing was out of pocket. So
look, we're gonna say allegedly. We don't have all the proof.
right.
It's all word for word verbatim, right? So you're just gonna say allegedly. If it's true, pack her up. Pack her up. Get her out of here.
Wait, well, if we're at eyeballing Lizzo, she's about where? 270? 260?
Stop.
What?
No, you're being generous.
You think she's more?
On everything I love, you're being generous.
If I Google this, will Google give me an accurate?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But you can try it.
Watch Google put laughing emojis. Like Google's fucked up sometimes, guys.
Would you like that in pounds or centimeters?
That's kind of wild.
What does it say?
Oh, okay. It says between 200 and 250. He's 5'10".
God.
I didn't say it.
King crack.
I'm not laughing. I just gotta sneeze.
So he said between 2 and 250.
Google said between 200 and 250.
Google's a lot. First of all, for them to give you a range is wild. They give you a precise number. They gave you a range.
I'm just going by what Google said. Right? He's
But,
5'10".
but me and you both know. Me and you both know. That's not even possible.
Okay.
She gotta be pushing. She gotta be pushing like 3.
It's that at the start of Lizzo's weight loss journey, she weighed around 308 pounds. And it says she's lost over 60 pounds. So 240? 250?
Lizzo is still bigger. She's bigger than me. I'm 250. That's not to shame her, but I'm just being realistic.
These allergies are killing me.
Live.
These allergies are wild.
Hey. What's it saying?
I mean, yeah, it says she lost over 60 pounds, you know.
She probably was 360 and lost 60 pounds.
That's wild. See,
I'm just being honest.
you can't say stuff like that in 2023, you know?
Okay. I apologize. I apologize.
I've seen videos of Lizzo eating some wild things though. Like, are we sure?
Point.
It says 258.
But her weight doesn't matter. Allegations are still true. Supposedly.
Right.
By what do we have? 3 witnesses? 3 people come out?
Yeah, but I think 2 of them. I don't know if you saw the interview with the 2, which I think they shouldn't have done the interview because the interview made it seem like they were retracting what they initially put out. The interview made it seem like, oh yeah, this was happening, but we're okay with it. That's what the interview made it seem like. We're not okay with it, but we're okay with it, which is weird. Yeah, it says 258, man. So like, just picture somebody who's 250, you know, female, because for males it's different.
That's tough.
And just telling these other 300s that they gotta step up their game, you know.
Other 300s?
That's what it was. Was it not? It's just like, wow. All this body positive content that she was like pushing, only to like turn around and tell other people like you're too fat. You know? And then you're pushing like religion and
I'm sorry.
could you imagine like could you imagine this fat ass person? Well, it's not talking about Lizzo, but I'm saying like just picture this fat ass dude just being like,
oh, man.
When I picture that, I just picture some fat ass dude downing some chicken wings and looking at another fat person like, damn fat ass nigga, like save us some, like nigga. You know? Like that'd be kind of wild, you know?
Give me no damn mashed potatoes, eh? I mean, what you think? Like, is it over? Is it wraps for Lizzo?
Is it wraps? No, I think she can redeem herself. Gotta cool it. The crazy thing I heard was like the oral sex thing. I don't know how true that is, but they're all allegations. But I was told that she was performing some sexual acts in front of the people, like, you know, and there was some sexual misconduct amongst her dancers. Like,
that's crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's over for her, but it's a high chance. But she's gonna have to like, she's like almost on the gun attempt. She's gonna have to go flawless.
Like, okay, I don't know. How does Lizzo do that though? Like,
Right, that's the thing.
it's gonna be have to be a hell of a hit song, you know, with probably maybe a massive feature. No, tell that nigga like just hop in if you gonna hop in.
Yeah, that's a caller. Where are you at, nigga? Huh? Yeah, nigga. What are you doing?
Shit.
What are you doing? Who is that? Why sound like a snow bunny? Who is that? Yeah.
Oh man, this nigga said they ain't have my Fruit Loops.
Wait. You ain't even home? You not home? Spring Hill? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
You just be on side quests. Like you never a main quest nigga.
Are you doing the do? Like you making it hard for us because we can't hate on you for it, but nigga, you letting us down.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, this is like one of those tough decisions. Like I want to be happy for my son, but like niggas is doing it during his grandmother's funeral. It's like, come on now.
Right.
And then you got her there with you. You might
Right.
as well.
Like, they talking like they in a relationship. Like, what is going on?
Well, welcome to the show, whoever your name is.
That's your lady now? Okay. She sound mad comfortable, I ain't gonna lie.
And you might as well invite her to the show so she can tell us how whack your dick game is, nigga.
Right. This
No.
thing. You been over there all day?
Yeah, we talking to you like God.
Wait, you been there since when? What you mean the past few weeks?
This nigga done moved in and got married. Oh Lord, he didn't need to that. Like, tell us about it. Nothing.
That's crazy.
She got.
You might as well move in, nigga.
She got a sister.
I mean, you been there for 3 days, nigga.
Dude, she got a sister. We were asking all the wrong questions.
Right. Did she got a sister? She got a sister? Put her on the phone. Put her on the phone. Put her on the phone. No. Don't put it put her on the phone. We got some. Put on. He hung up.
He ain't on nothing. That was Eli, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the nigga called us to tell us he's in a married, committed relationship.
All the
And
way to Spring Hill.
which is wild. He don't know what part of Florida he want to be in at certain times.
Wasn't he just in
Hillsborough County, the other
This nigga's a travelman, dog.
I don't know how he does it. Man. Oh man. You know,
This nigga here wild, dog.
nigga said, I love you.
I gotta respect it. This nigga is unhinged funny.
I feel it.
I
I'm not
ain't
gonna
gonna lie,
I'm not gonna hold y'all. when I get to that point, I'm probably gonna do the same to you. You know, that's for a little bit. You have to understand. You know,
I ain't gonna lie, that moment alone might be a top 3 legit moment. Because this nigga, I'm expecting this nigga to be like, "Oh, I just woke up. I'm finna hop on."
That's what I thought he was gonna say.
Right.
Like, hey, y'all still trying to do it at 12, right? And I thought he was gonna hop on. Typical Eli stuff.
This nigga all the way in, ain't no telling.
Green Hill. Just
Eli, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't even be mad like you said. Like if I would be on the same thing. Like
Right. I don't know for the. I don't know, man, because this nigga said he was there since Friday. I mean, I don't know how we would get this nigga back on the pod. This nigga's, you know what I'm thinking about now? We're Jordan and Pippen. This nigga is Rodman.
Yeah. We have to get this nigga in line or else. Like
This nigga is Rodman for real.
the last ride. This is the last ride.
Right.
You know?
This nigga in Vegas.
Well, I knew he wanted to blow up some steam. I told Phil.
I go on TV. I see him going down the rail.
Oh man. I can't be mad at it, you know. Well, what else?
Was the audio good on that?
I could hear like spurts of it. Like when you said something about you asked the question, she said yeah. I was like, what are you doing when you talking to you?
Right.
Oh,
That nigga's funny though.
oh man.
And I said, "Nigga, are you doing the dude?" He told us, "Yeah." But hey, man, do what you gotta do. I'm talking about. She said she a snow bunny. That's what it was.
She said she's a snow bunny.
Because I heard her in the back. I was like, that sounds like a snow bunny. And then she got in the phone. She was like, "Yeah, I am."
See, man, like he said,
We gotta help.
He said, I said to you, I asked if she got a sister.
Sooner or later, this snow bunnies might catch up to me.
All right, man. We don't want to take too much of people's time. Let's touch on some of these. Kai Cenat.
Okay. What is? Oh yeah.
So I guess Kai, the AMP guys decided to have like a giveaway they were doing in New York City. Problem is they didn't go through the proper channels when doing this giveaway. They just kind of told people online and do things like that, and you have a large following like they do. Not only do they have a large following individually, they have a large following as a group.
Right.
All hell breaks loose, man. You got a bunch of young adults, little teeny boppers, if you will. And with this, the way this generation is set up, is like fucking chaos ensued, Niggas was wrecking cars, wrecking businesses, slapping cheeks. Like done one girl at a pole, slapping ass, Oh yeah, and these things happen. It comes off as like a riot. It seemed like a riot, and police are gonna do what police do, and they're gonna clear that shit.
In all cities, like New York City,
right?
And
that's what happens when you don't go through the proper channel. I don't understand how his team, AMP's team in general, can like letting them down so hard. Somebody had to have said this is a bad idea at some point.
But I see what you said. That makes sense. But I think of it in the same light as like, if that was us, it would be the exact same way. Like, we want to have fun, we want to do our thing. They bump all the extra stuff. We want to do it how we want to do it. So I get that.
Me being the sensical one, I would have told y'all like, oh, let's just stop real quick at the courthouse and get these permits, because it's not hard to do. When you go in the courthouse and you tell them, hey, I'm giving back to the community, I just need a permit, they gonna do it instantly. because the government, or whoever your governor is, or whoever, like they see that as a positive thing, and they want that positive light.
But what was he giving back? Like, what was it?
I think he was giving out PS5s and stuff like that, and other stuff. Your local governors and senators, like they'll even try to steal your limelight and be like, and try to show up with the news and be like, it's part of my idea too, and you know. So he could have did that easily. Like they would have gave him the permit, and that shit. They even offer police for you. Like they were like, well, we have some officers coming to help you to keep everything organized. I don't know why that wasn't. That's nothing, you know. That permit is literally nothing. It's literally pennies on a dollar. They could have did that.
Shout out to Kai, because I can tell he's a genuine nice guy.
Yeah.
And nigga had a female hyperventilating over the scene. And he helped her out. He helped her with her breathing, you know.
Amongst all the chaos, he was trying to help. They was trying to do the right thing. It was doing the right thing, just not going through the proper channels to do it.
But who? It was Kai, Phantom, Deuce, Duke, and Agent, right?
Yeah. 3 of them got arrested.
The one that didn't.
Shout out to Phantom.
Right. They said a video nigga was in the crowd eating chips on cookies.
But just, you know, I feel for him because, like, in the fans, like, speaking to the fans, y'all got to be better because, like, you don't do that to your supporter you support. You know what I mean? You're going to get him in trouble. You don't get in trouble. You get him in trouble. Just so y'all know, like, that's on his record. You know, those are charges that are on his record. And those guys got to pay for all the damages that y'all caused. Everything goes, they get blamed for it. There's no like, oh, we didn't do it, so we ain't paying for it. No, because they are been charged with indicting a riot or inciting a riot, they get charged with everything, bro.
And you messed it up for everybody else. Now niggas in different states like, oh, I want to see him. He probably ain't gonna ever do it again because of y'all.
Right. Like, bro, when I think about all the damages they caused, I'm like, this man's finna dish out maybe upwards or more than $1 million. Because when you damage people's car, that person can then go, well, you got to pay for my car. You prevented me from going to work. I got, what do they call it? Traumatic experiences from it.
PTSD.
I can get you for like way lot more than what that car costs.
And that's not even the insurance.
Right. And one of them cars was a Tesla. Yeah, you
on that phone.
You fucked him for $55K. Fucking up that Tesla. You know what I mean? One of the more cars than that, they fucked up a business. A whole business. They destroyed a whole inside of a business. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
He's got to pay for all that, bro. He's gonna be get hit with a hefty ass fine. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to settle out of court with the kids who got hurt, the kids who fell off the cars while it was moving and got hurt. If their parents decide to press charges, gotta pay that.
I do wonder, like, is it gonna be all on Kai, or do you think Duke and AJ gonna?
I would say whoever they charge with that, that's who they put it on. But I would say Duke and Agent. It's gonna help him pay that. Them guys are all boys, so they not gonna let him just sit there and pay that whole thing by himself.
It's not to laugh about it, but it's funny thinking about it because you got all this drama, and all I can think about is just fam, the nigga still in the crowd, just chilling, eating his cookies.
But he's not realizing. Like, I don't think he realized. I don't think most people realize what they had caused or what they did. Like, those videos make me angry though. Like when I see the kids breaking people's cars like that, I see the little fat fuck on the side, like kicking the car and stuff. A little fat fuck. Lucky I wasn't out there somewhere.
On everything. Somebody getting ran over.
I see somebody get hit with footballs and shit. Like, I'm like, man, you know.
It's all right. Tell me what you think about this idea. You get mad. Instead of you pulling out your real gun because you don't want to kill nobody, because you know how you can get, you just pull out a paintball gun, start spraying.
Will they charge you with what though? Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because like,
You,
if the charge ain't that bad, I'm taking that. Just to get you fuckers off my car and stuff. You know what I mean?
but would that be considered?
Because it ain't attempted nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just assault with a not even a deadly weapon. Assault with a weapon. Assault and battery.
Isn't that even a weapon?
It's a weapon. It hurts. It's like battery with like a weapon. Like it's like, but it's not an assault weapon. You know what I mean? It's like
that wouldn't be considered like protection, though.
I think it would be a misdemeanor. No, because it's like, why are you shooting people? You can just call it.
So if I fear for my life and I shoot somebody with a gun, I'm cool. But if
Well, no, that's different. If niggas are attacking you, then you got the right to defend. And here in this great state of Florida, you got the opportunity to defend yourself, my friend. You know what I mean?
You're not feeling that, like you in your car, you trying to go to work. Niggas is like hitting on your car.
I'm shooting.
I don't know if they attacking me or what.
I'm shooting anyway.
You just gonna put like one shot in the air, or
yeah, that ain't enough. Then I couldn't tell you where the next one's going. You know, I'm just being real.
You pulling up the Timothy.
That's too heavy duty. That 4.5 going up in the air. That 4.5 letting off. Bah! If you ain't scattered by roaches, I don't know what to tell you after that.
Right.
You know? Shouldn't have been on top of the car.
Not to switch tracks real quick, but did you see that video of the girl that got out of her Charger and niggas hopped in it and drove?
Yeah. Yeah. And she tried to like niggas is wild these days, bro.
Right.
That was a public setting and he didn't care.
Right.
That's crazy. That SRT is gonna go straight to the shop and get changed whole color coated.
Yep.
New plates. She's not even gonna recognize her shit when she see it.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Okay. I know she was hurt, dog. Her whole night ruined.
But you know, insurance, man. If you fully covered on the insurance, when your car gets taken like that, they got you. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a blessing. Sometimes, because she legit got her shit stolen, and she got the video proof that she legit got her shit stolen. Her insurance is gonna pay out, and she can go get her another one fully paid off.
Oh.
You know how people be scamming insurances? How they be like, they call up a friend, like, hey, go ahead, take this bitch and put that bitch in the river somewhere.
Right.
That's what they be doing sometimes. Sometimes the insurance will look at that and be like, you planned that. Like, you told them niggas to take it. And they don't be trying to pay you out. Like, nah, them niggas really stole my shit. You know?
Right. Like, you really think I'm finna, like, grab onto it while they're driving?
Right. Like, oh, you had to play it off, right? You had to make it look good.
Yeah, put myself in the hospital, right? Okay.
Nah, I'll be saying that. I'll be like, some niggas will take a car, go park that bitch like somewhere, they say go missing for a certain amount of days, where the insurance got to pay out. And, you know?
Pop right back out. Now you got two.
Right.
When did you get this one? That's the old.
Like, oh shit, we found it. Oh damn, look at that.
Yeah. It came out of nowhere.
Well, oh well.
Now I got two.
You know, don't do that, people. That's fraud. You get in trouble. You get in big trouble. They find out you're doing this.
Right.
They don't play that shit. Insurances don't play that. That's the mob. Your local insurance is just the mob.
Yeah, literally.
You know, you pay us a little something and watch your back, you know? What do you mean by that? What do I not mean about that?
Right. Play whatever you want to.
Right. Niggas in suits show up at your door with baseball bats.
Yeah, You late on your payment.
What do you
And
mean?
your payment. What you mean? That was next week.
Tony, tell him about the policy. Well, you know, it's like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, but you know, if you don't pay your neighbor, got a bit of an issue, capiche? Like, no capiche. And my friend, let me come talk to you around the building over here. They throw you in the trunk and nobody ever sees you again.
You dead meat.
You disrespect me. You gotta talk to the Godfather and shit. Kiss the ring.
Put him in the river. No.
You like fishes? You like fishes?
Let's talk about it.
I always like State Farm. It's just the Allstate nigga has a soothing voice.
He said he good hands.
He said I was in good hands. Are you in good hands, indeed, my friend? You're in the hands of Polly here. Polly.
Now dump him.
Fucking insurances are mobs, man. That's the crazy. You paying the company to make sure the shit that somebody else breaks, you get paid for it. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's just so stupid. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know if you got some news. I'm kind of blanking here. I can't remember.
A quick thing.
Ice Spice song debuted at #1 on the charts.
Anyway, so
Don't do Ice like that, man. What I told y'all boys, I said she gonna be very successful is not the word I use, but I said she's gonna do her thing, and she did it in less than a year, right? Multiple hit singles. She's doing her thing. She's got a song featured on a movie soundtrack. You know, the song she got with Nicki on Barbie. And that movie was successful.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say I can't sit here no longer and say she's not without a certain gift. Right? Like whoever's on her team, they're helping her tremendously. They're making all the right moves. I did tell you she stayed in contact with Drake for like coaching advice. All the right moves are being made, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I can't hate on it no longer. You know?
Not a believer.
That's crazy. You're not a believer when she's already like.
That's the thing, though. It's like it's just not making sense.
She has a legion of fans, bro. Like already.
I'm saying not even just her. I'm just talking about female in general. Like, there's no reason Ice Spice has been like hot for a year, her first year, and she's this successful. There's no reason Sexy Red should be as hot as she is. Like, that's just like real. I'm not hating. I'm just being honest. Like
music
Nicki wasn't
has
that hot when she first came out. You had to work for that.
music has changed, and I do feel like they're benefiting from the age of TikTok and the age of camaraderie in the female rap division. Like when Nicki came in, it was like she was by herself. You know what I mean? Like female rap had almost like it shit almost literally died.
Yeah.
Because like Remy Ma was the last female rapper, but Remy got arrested and went to jail. And so Nicki
what's her name? Not Remy Ma, but what's the other one? I always get her name mixed up. The one that was with Timberland all the time.
Missy Elliott?
Yeah. Well, yeah, she was, you know.
Yeah, but like Missy was Missy, and like no offense to Missy, but it wasn't like Missy wasn't comparable with Lil Kim. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like Missy, we for some reason the world saw Missy as just a rapper. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Where like it was like, oh, we got this female rapper who's about sexual side of things and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, Nikki was by herself. She ain't had no female features to go off of. Her and Kim was beefing. Like, you know, now these girls hop in. They get features with Cardi, Nicki, Lotto, Coiler. What?
Why you say my lady?
Who? Lotto?
It's not my lady.
Nicki?
You play with the bus. It's crazy.
What? I said Cardi, Nicki.
Meg.
Oh. Yeah.
You disrespect my lady like that.
Nah, little. Meg's been on a little hiatus, right? We ain't heard from her. So
She working on the album. Why you did that face?
I'm just saying, like,
You know?
Meg's got a lot of explaining to do. I don't know.
What you mean? You know? Hot girl summer.
I want so much more for her, right? But she
Me too.
doesn't
I
want more for herself up here.
I want more for
She doesn't want more for herself, and that's okay, I guess. You know.
It's okay. We'll meet each other one day.
You saw Doja's new video?
I'm good. So, what was the thing I was gonna say? I had two more things. Two quick things before we get out of here. One, the Jamie Foxx thing.
Well, okay. So from what I understand, Jamie Foxx made some comments that people saw as anti-Semitic. That's what it was, and he quickly apologized. And the chick Jennifer Aniston like jumped out and said something. I mean, I don't even know if I can say this shit. Like, is it any secret who runs Hollywood? You know what I mean?
Is that what he meant?
They're in control of a lot. They are. They're in control of a lot. You got to play by their rules. It's no secret. I'm tired of people bullshitting and acting like we're supposed to be on a hush about this. It's no secret who runs this shit. He's just saying what he felt. He didn't say he hated the people. He just was like, hey man, got to go through these things to get to these places, and if they fucking with you, they fucking with you. If they not, they not. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, I guess my question would be like, why now is he saying this? After all this time he's been in the industry, why are you saying something now?
My take is that since that happened to him, that stroke or whatever, sometimes people have an epiphany in these things. And they're just like, there has to be some correlation when you're like laying in a hospital bed thinking you're about to die.
Right.
You might have some dreams. You might see some visions. You know, like, it's eye-opening. You know what I mean?
Fair. That's fair.
Like, sometimes it takes almost dying to, like,
see the light.
Right. And it might just be the light to you. It might not be the light to other people. It might just be the light to you.
I agree.
Let off Jamie. Not too much on Jamie Foxx, yo.
Right. He's a legend.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw a question when I saw another podcast. I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. But they were question came up like, what do you consider Jamie Foxx? An artist or a actor?
Actor.
That's what you initially think of as him being an actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. Then another guy came in and he was just like, he's an artist because you can't put him in one box.
That's fair. But you can say the same thing about Will Smith.
Right. But like when you think Will Smith, you think in acting.
Right.
So with Jamie Foxx, yeah, when I think Jamie Foxx, I think acting.
But their things are swapped. Jamie first acted before he started making music, and Will made music before he started acting.
Jamie was music too. No, Jamie was actually stand up. Jamie was actually stand up. Then he used music in his stand up, and people were like, "Oh, you can fucking sing." And he was like, he started doing music.
What's yeah? Okay, so Jamie and Will have the same startup. They both started off with the music and eventually grown into great actors. Great actors. But we both think of them for their acting before we think of their music. One that might be maybe because their music was in the 80s, 90s.
They've
Right?
done it, yeah. They both done it. Like they both Grammy and Oscar. So like, it's hard to yeah. But like when you think of them, you just think, man, what a hell of an acting talent. Like,
I agree. I think acting first. But I do it. I have a hot take that I do believe. You may not agree with me, but Will Smith is a heavily underrated rapper all time.
no, I agree with that take. For the time period he was in and what they were rapping about, like the nigga had hits. that's undeniable, bro. Will Smith was doing his thing back in the day, so I don't even disagree with that.
Okay.
They said something interesting on that pod though. They was like, dude was like, oh, Jamie has like 5 studio albums. It's like I can't really name them. 1, 2.
Only song I know from Jamie is Fall for Your Type. And I think it has Drake in it.
And that was originally a Drake song that he passed off to Jamie.
So
Jamie does have hits. He does have albums, but if you didn't go back and listen to those songs, you wouldn't know. Right? Like, yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna disrespecting him, but like you're not missing nothing. You know him for his greatness in his, acting.
Yeah.
So, last thing, what's your whole take on this Jeff Teague Spartan as James Harden versus D Wade?
What does he mean? Like, what is he? What's he's saying? He's like, oh, championships don't matter, and it's like, we've seen the body of work, bro. Both guys have had the opportunity. Only one guy delivered.
But you saw what his argument was.
He was like, oh, fucking like, who like the children mimic, and we know James had that hot streak of like, we get it. D Wade had a streak of his own, but D Wade's streak came when it mattered.
Yeah, but even first, I haven't, me personally, maybe you have. I've never seen no kids at a park or at a rec center playing like James Harden. I've never seen it.
He's talking about all the tweens step backs. That's what he's talking about.
I don't see nobody ISO on top of the key.
Unfortunately, I have. Unfortunately, at a period of time in my game before I got hurt, I was doing it. I was like, it's a good way to create space. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, his style of play is a great way to create space. But
then even the D Wade, no, that's a horrible argument because you don't see people out here playing like Kobe, playing like LeBron, playing like Wade, playing like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to do.
And when it comes to, be honest, when it comes to D Wade, there's like, to say somebody plays like D Wade, there's only one person I know who like play like D Wade, and that's Keith. When I grew up playing with Keith, I was like, he mimics a lot of what Wade does. The pump fakes, the head fakes, the ball fakes. Like, he played like Wade. And yeah, like, he will fake you in midair and you'd fall for the shit. Like, that's the only person I've ever seen that I could be like, and it's not even like a clone of D Wade, it's just like little things here and there. You would never have a nigga who plays like D Wade.
Right.
But it's ridiculous, bro. You're talking about, I mean, they're both top 5 shooting guards, right?
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah.
It's just that one deliver, man. That's all, and I have to give him that credit.
So Harden will never eclipse AI.
Harden AI is closer than a lot of people would like to admit. And I'm an AI. That's my idol. But that's
they
like
got one chip per person.
Nah, neither has a chip.
I mean, not chip, MVP.
One MVP her.
Okay.
Um, AI has just done something Harden has never done, and that's get to the finals. So like, well, I
Harden
mean,
did.
oh well, off the backs of KD and Westbrook, like
Right.
being his own man, he's never gotten it.
True.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, but Harden has, I mean, offensively, skill set wise, you look at it, Harden is like more of a complete player than AI. But
You think so?
yeah, he has just as good as a handle. He's a better playmaker.
Okay.
It's just the ability to play the passing lanes are about the same. Um, he's a better shooter. AI is probably just a little bit better in finishing.
No, he's a better finisher. And he's a better scorer.
AI
I think
gets
Aaron's a better scorer.
it
Harden's
depends.
a better shooter. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot closer than a lot of people would like to give Harden credit
Yeah.
for.
Harden's closer to AI than AI is to Wade.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's well, a lot of us respect AI for what he's been able to do at his size. You know what I mean?
Right. I agree.
That's a tough list. That's a little tough cookie to crack. That shooting guard list.
Yeah, that's tough.
Because
Like
two guys will never be removed from that list.
3. I
Well,
don't think
Wade,
nobody.
Wade won't ever be removed from that
Yeah.
list too. So
Because you got with Clyde and Clyde Drexler, Jerry West.
yeah, a lot of shooting guards, man. A lot of shooting guard, but them 3 is like premier shooting guard. That's what your prototypical shooting guard should be.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
it is what it is. But I don't know if you got a question today for the people.
I've been thinking about this. I thought about this on Friday, and I've been thinking about it real hard. Can you be grateful and embarrassed at the same time?
Okay, say you got a girl who buys you a gift,
Mm.
and you open that gift in front of like a group of people.
Right.
The gift is embarrassing. Like it's like got you this like not. And it's like your friends and stuff are looking at you like the hell that's supposed to be. Like you're embarrassed about it, but you're also grateful to her because she's got you something. It's a thought that counts. You know what I mean? So you're like, I'm not gonna throw this gift away because I respect the fact that she got me this gift, but it's embarrassing. I'm gonna probably put it in a room where nobody can see it. You know? That's the only scenario I can think of. Or let's say you're dating a girl and she's a sticker buddy and he's a sticker buddy and you're a tad bit embarrassed to go out in public with her.
Okay.
But you're grateful that she's in your life because she does a lot for you.
But the thing though, like the way I'm thinking, I'm like, if you're really grateful, then you shouldn't be embarrassed.
It's like sooner, like you always have that in the back of your head though. You're always like you're it's a little bit of an insecurity, but it's also like the anxiety plays a part of it too. Like in the back of your head, you're like, I know people are looking, you know what I mean? And like they have these things to say, but like that's my girl and I'm grateful she's in my life. No.
So yes? So you think yes?
I think it's possible. Those are the only 2 scenarios I could think of. So like grateful and embarrassed, like, oh, well, no, there's a lot of them actually. Like your car might not be the best car, but you're grateful to have it. You know what I mean? That motherfucker sometimes stalls and kicks a little sometimes, but it get me from A to B.
Make a brake screeching from the parking lot.
You know, that's another scenario. Your family, right? It's a lot more than I thought. Your family could be embarrassing. You could have one of those embarrassing ass families. Go out and you're ashamed to go out with them. but that's your family and you love them. It is what it is.
The grateful means feeling or showing an appreciation of kindness, to be thankful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, almost like I just feel like if somebody was to give you something, you can't fully be grateful or thankful for it if you really ain't feeling it and you're embarrassed about getting it.
No, because it's the thought that counts, right? It's just like this person took the time out. Like, okay, let's say,
Okay, can a homeless man that's on the side of the street asking for quarters be embarrassed that he actually getting quarters from randoms, but also be grateful for getting it?
right? He's embarrassed to ask you, like, because he probably doesn't even really want to ask, but he has no other choice. There's some who just, you know, but when he gets it from you, you know, he's grateful, and then it's all like insecurity, anxiety, like your mind playing tricks on you type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
It's like you ask a girl out, you know, if she rejects you, you're embarrassed that she rejected you. But I mean, if she let you down easy, like you're grateful that she let you down easy, like that, you know. Some of them be doing too much,
Right.
you know.
Get out my face.
Right, like I'm trying to think of a situation where a guy has done that to a girl. I can't think of one. I've never been around a guy who let a girl down hard like that. And it's not often a girl will tell a guy how she feel, but when it has happened, like a girl come over and be like, "Hey, my homegirl feeling you," and he not really feeling her, he won't be like, "Ew, hell nah." He won't. The guy won't say that.
Yeah. He'll be like, all right, bet.
He's
Get
like,
it, but won't say nothing.
yeah, yeah. He like, I ain't finna. He'll come back to you and be like, I ain't finna talk to her. Bro.
Right.
It's a weird scenario. I've never seen it happen. Maybe y'all could prove me wrong, but I
Prove him wrong.
I would love to hear the stories, you know.
But no, yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know if that was ever possible. You know what I'm saying? But
They say guys are assholes, but like we don't do that, bro. Like we don't, cause we know how that can make a person feel. I guess we've been through it, so we know how that can make someone feel.
we're only like that when we like don't care.
It gotta be an asshole. That dude is an asshole. If he says something like that, you don't want to be around him anyway. You know what I mean,
Or anger.
right?
Like I'm pretty sure, like, you know, if you get mad enough, you just bet.
Yeah, if somebody already in a horrible mood and you come with something like that, I'm like, hey man, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk to her ass. Like that comes off as like, damn, bro, you ain't have to say all that. And he gonna apologize later though.
Yeah. Eventually. She wouldn't.
They never do.
They'd
Accountability.
love stuff and look at you, you know, but
Accountability. It's to the wayside. What though?
right.
Don't get on me. Like y'all know it's true. Y'all accountability is tough for y'all. That shit is.
His ad is Real One Gaming on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, no, that shit just still sound right. X. I should slap Elon with a pencil.
Okay.
You know,
Hopefully they change it back.
that's just my thoughts on that. You know, quick thoughts for y'all. You know, yeah, we're gonna make that iconic point. You know, let's get out of here, man. Once again, we appreciate y'all for watching, listening. You know, inviting us into your homes, into your ears. You know, this has been another episode of the Legit Podcast. Once again, we are your hosts. I'm Real One.
I'm K. Oh, yeah, I'm K.
Or Prince Oaks, or whatever you want to call
I want to go
him. Whatever you want to call him. You know, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Follow us on these lovely platforms that we no longer have beneath us, but are in the description down below. You know,
Right. Read.
Google Podcasts, you know, YouTube, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, like we're everywhere. You just type us in Google, will pop up. Surprisingly enough, like I didn't think we'd ever get to that point in our
Right.
But here we are. Progress is being made, and we try to be consistent for y'all. And hopefully we're back again next week. We'll see.
With Eli.
Our third co-host might actually join us if he's not
Another
sucking on the teed over there.
Niggas on a road trip right now.
Yep.
Away game.
All right, y'all. We out of here once again. Thank y'all for watching. Remember, if it ain't us. Nigga, no, I'm just mush it, nigga. Ugh.
Nerd niggas.
Nerd gummies. Fire.